Hello and welcome on Thomas Geiger Car. Today with the new Mercedes B-Class. Already the third addition to the ever-growing family of compact Mercedes models. After the young and hip A-Class hatchback and the more mature, more serious A-Class limousine, now we have the versatile, the roomy derivative, the B-Class. If you want to know what to expect from the competitor of the BMW 2 Series Active Tourer that is due to the market early next year, join me on my test drive and I'll tell you more about it. B-Class uses the same engines that we know from the A-Class, meaning 4-cylinder petrol and, for Europe for sure, diesel engines. Diesel engines range from 116 to 190 horsepower. Petrol engines for the moment, the B180 with 116 and the B200 with 163 horsepower. Means you can go up to 223 kilometers per hour with that vehicle, showing this is a compact car but a real mature one where you don't have to compromise on speed and comfort. Comfort is another point. While the A-Class is pretty agile and somehow sporty, the B-Class goes a bit more relaxed. Like most of the people would be a bit older, so the car is taking respect to that and is a very comfortable, very smooth ride. Nevertheless, you can go pretty quick around the corners if you set the dynamic setup into a sports position. Something that is missing amongst the powertrains is anything with mild hybrid, plug-in hybrid or even an electric version. While BMW has the Active Tourer as a plug-in, Mercedes is not talking about any plug-in compact car at the moment. Instead of that, they're planning an AQA, an electric compact car out of their new EQ range. Not only in comfort, the B-Class is as close to the S-Class as it could get with all the energizing functions and the fancy infotainment system. No, also the driver assistance systems are the same as in the top-end Mercedes models, meaning I can go almost hands-free while the car is keeping its lane and keeping the distance, adapting the speed to the vehicles around and to the traffic situation and the traffic signs. I can automatically adjust the light with LED multi-beam lights, and I have a new feature to avoid that a bicycle is hitting the door when I open it without looking backwards. The car looks backwards instead, checking if the road is clear and it is safe to open the door. Something really helpful, especially in the city with lots of bikers nowadays. Compared to the fancy and hip A-Class, the B-Class is still a bit boring. But if you look at it as a van, the car looks pretty elegant and almost a bit sporty. For that, the size has stayed the same, but the shape is sleeker than ever. Less lines, more muscles, more contours. So Mercedes has done a really good job. Still don't like the concept of a van, of the high roof and the low ground clearance, but if you need to go for a vehicle like that, that is one of the most beautiful that you can get. As every compact car out of Stuttgart, the B-Class has a really fancy interior. Not only materials and layout is pretty well done, no, most of all the user interface, MBUX, the infotainment system is just perfect and the new benchmark. Not only that we have the big touchscreen, the touchpad and the voice recognition, now we also have wellness and comfort functions as we know them from the S-Class. So I can combine the massage seats, the music, the climate and the ambience lighting to change my mood, to cheer me up, to relax me, to wake me up, or just to have a chill drive. And if that's not enough, I can also couple the system with my Fitbit or my sports tracker, and the system adjusts automatically to my mood. Something that really makes the car a spa on wheels. While entering the A-Class is quite a bit of a challenge due to the low roofline, the entry to the B-Class is pretty easy. I have the elevated seats like in an SUV, even with the lower ground clearance. I have lots of headroom and legroom, also not so bad. So if you want to go in a compact Mercedes on the rear seat, for the moment the B-Class is the most comfortable choice you can get. But something that is missing, if you look at the competition, there is no movable rear seat. So the bench is fixed. I can't adjust the incline of the backrest. I can't slide the seat. So I have a fixed separation between trunk and passengers. That is something that could be improved in the near future. Thanks for joining me on that first test drive with the new Mercedes B-Class. Still not my favorite in the compact class family of Mercedes, but amongst the other compact vans, it is really a good choice because Mercedes has done big steps forward in design and most of all in the interior. MBUX, my favorite user interface, and all the driver assistance systems as we know them from the S-Class, plus all the comfort features from the luxury class makes this car standing out. For sure, I would wait for the GLA or the cool GLB to come. But if you need a roomy, compact car by now, this one is the one to go. Thank you, tschüsschen, and bye-bye.